You've seen the title, and yes, it looks like someone out there already has the Pixel 7 Pro on hand and has unboxed it, laying it bare, at least the black model that is. Well, let's talk about it. Thanks for watching 9to5 Google here on YouTube. Remember to thumbs up, hit subscribe and then tap the bell icon to be among the first to watch our upcoming videos. So this leak is actually not like the Pixel 7 Pro that you may have seen early this year. This looks very much like a bona fide retail unit in its official packaging, as the store based in Bangladesh, Gadgetful BD, is a smartphone retail store, and this means that it's given us a glimpse of all of the accoutrements that will come with the official packaging that me or you will see if we go out and purchase the Pixel 7 when it is officially available. First things first, this is the black model, and we knew ahead of time that this would have a glossy finish, but boy does this look shinier, at least with the retail version, than I expected it to be. The simple cardboard packaging is also identical to the Pixel 6 series packaging. You've got the big G logo in, then underneath it the product name in that Google Sans text font, and a big picture of the colour of the Pixel 7 series model that you've selected, in this case a black model. Nothing is new here, but it's always interesting to see when Google has refreshed the packaging or changed things. It looks like they're going to keep things simple and go with a tried and true setup that they had previously. We're at that point as well with the high-end smartphone unboxings that it can be done in just a few seconds, but you can see the USB-C to USB-C cable in the box, which is a standard at this point, with the USB-A to C adapter used for transferring data from your old phone. Sadly, we don't get to see any of the other goodies, things like stickers and maybe some of the identification information and all those kind of things that you maybe would throw away or not really care about, but it's going to be practically identical to unboxing the Pixel 6 and the 6A series, or at least it seems that way. The main event, well, it's not much different to what we've seen before either. Personally, I've got to say I'm worried about the backplate in this deeper black colour, as it looks like it's going to be a major fingerprint magnet, at least more so than the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6a. The Pixel 6 itself, as I mentioned, is bad enough, but this looks a slight darker shade, which means fingerprints and grime might show up a little bit more readily if you're not using a case. What's interesting as well is that the Aluminium Camera Bar, it doesn't look as matte as it had in renders. It's almost polished. That might be great, at least for look and feel, but it's hard to say that it doesn't cheapen the look. Of course, we're going to save our full judgment, or at least for the real deal, when we get hands-on with it, but the differences between the official renders and this real-life model are actually quite stark, and I can't be the only one or the only person out here thinking that right now, at least as far as I'm concerned. When powered on and after removing the paper screen protector as part of Google's wider shift towards using recyclable or recycled materials, the display, at least at first glance, looks almost identical to the front of the Pixel 6 series, but after a recent unbox therapy video showing the Pixel 7 EVT, or Engineering Validation Test Devices, it looks likely that we're going to see some minor tweaks and changes to the chin and forehead with almost inconsequential bezel changes. But because of course this video shows no direct comparison and is at a slightly different angle with another device, at a glance this does look, at least seems to support the theory that Google has walked back the display curved edges of the Pixel 6 Pro's display quite a bit here on the Pixel 7 Pro. The way that the light reflects off the sides, at least in this video, doesn't look quite as distorted as it often would on the Pixel 6 Pro, but again, it is harder to tell given this is just one selected angle with the camera. We do get to see the Android 13 welcome screen though, and basically that's it. A brief 1-minute unboxing that probably tells us all that we really need to know, but it does hint that the launch period itself is actually a lot nearer than you might have expected. It's also interesting that a Pixel 7 Pro has appeared at a store in Bangladesh, a market that Google has never actually officially offered a Pixel series handset. Third-party retailers like this often get things through unofficial means or unofficial channels, but this could be explained by Google's shift away as well from mass manufacturing in China for the new hardware, and potentially these devices end up in supply chains that wouldn't ordinarily be accessible in nations where the devices don't ever look likely to go on sale, at least through official channels. With that said, we're actually still expecting around a month or so before the Pixel 7 series is officially launched and available for sale, but at least before that time, we still know a fair amount about the Duo, and we're now starting to see it a little bit more regularly, or cropping up a little bit more regularly in person. It is set to pack the 2nd generation Tensor processor, with hopefully some under the hood improvements, but there's very little new here to speak of. It'll likely come with the same camera setup as its predecessor, it'll come pre-installed with Android 13, plus hopefully a few extra exclusive features to this duo, the Pixel 7 and the 7 Pro. But overall, could we see more leaks? Well, that's not for us to say. Previous history hints that the closer we get to launch, the harder it becomes for companies to keep things under wraps, and it's just a fact of the smartphone industry, at least at this stage. Let us know though what you think of this device and the unboxing of it down in the comment sections below. It seems like things are being refreshed over what was a major reinvention of the Pixel series with the 6 and 6 Pro last year. I'm all ears, I really want to hear your opinions, but until next time, this is Damien with 95 Google saying thanks for watching, and I will speak to you later.